get this going here. All right, we're going to talk about the Christmas truce today. There's no handout. There's no. I will have a little video for you to watch, about 11 minutes long or so, and that'll be it. And I will give you the link to that. But primarily this video, we just want to talk about the truce of 1914. Okay, understand this is trench warfare. Okay, these trenches goes on. I mean, they're really long. They're about 12 feet deep, and the guys, it's not like they show up and they put in their 8 hours of fighting and then they go back to some comfortable base and chair, in bed. They actually are living in these trenches. And they are living here, and it has been raining for a number of days. It is nasty. It is cold. They are on the Western Front, Germany, France, in the winter, in December. Okay, it's cold, and it is wet, and it is sloppy. So it is nasty weather, and the fighting has almost come to a standstill anyhow because both sides are kind of trying to figure out a strategy to move forward. Okay. Now between the trenches, between enemies, if you would, is about 50 to 250 yards. This depending. Okay. In between that is known as no man's land. Okay. Later on, they start to booby trap these things with barbed wire, with landmines, things of that nature. But right now, the war is fairly new. We haven't gotten around to all that yet. Okay. So we're going to talk about this a little bit, and then we'll watch a kind of a cartoon thing that explains a little bit about it. Okay. So it happens on the December 24th through the 26th of December. Actually, through the 25th, 26th, it's over. Understand, these are enemies. These people have been shooting at each other, trying to kill each other. And they kind of do a makeshift truce. This doesn't come down from headquarters. In fact, headquarters don't like this. They don't like it at all. These are just the men.
But the soldiers.
Okay, just the soldiers themselves that are kind of doing this. Okay, it's soldiers from Austria-Hungary, France, Germany, Russia, and the United Kingdom. Okay, the United States is not even in the war at this point in time. Okay, the truce occurs only 5 months into the war. Hostilities had lulled as leadership on both sides reconsidered their strategies following the stalemate of the race to the sea. And there's been some pretty serious fighting in the first major battle there, okay? And this is leading up to December 25th. French, German, and British soldiers crosses trenches to exchange seasonal greetings and to talk, okay? Now, we'll talk a little bit more about how this gets started. It's not like all of a sudden they just all pop up and go running out and meet each other, okay? In some area, men from both sides venture into no man's land on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day to mingle, exchange food and souvenirs. Okay, they also had joint burial because they had men. Some of their comrades had died and was in the no man land, and they actually got together and and buried their dead.
You
help bury the people, the enemy. But you actually gave them a burial and kind of had a service over them. Okay, several meetings ended with them singing carols. They played a game of football or soccer, as you would. So the hostilities continued in some sectors, while other sides settled with a little bit more arrangement of just recovering, allowed them to recover the bodies of the dead. But in this particular section, they actually quit fighting and they went out and actually met each other and talked and exchanged gifts and souvenirs, things of that nature, and sung. Okay? And of course, after this, the fighting really intensifies in 1915, and the bitterness between the sides becomes more than what, there's not going to be any more truces where they will do this. But in 1914, people that had actually tried to kill each other and had succeeded in some cases.
for 5
comes,
months.
comes together for 5 months. They do this, and then they come together for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and they don't fight each other. They don't try to kill each other. But on the 26th,
It was a
they
back.
go back to their trenches, and once again, they take arms against each other.
It's sad because you're like playing with people, having
Kinda
fun
sad.
with them, like everything.
It's kind of, yeah, I know.
How can you
It's kind of hard.
play with them when
Okay, I will give you the link to the video.